Oh, what a beautiful day for a fishing tournament, huh?
Isn't it though?
I can't.
Man,
Can
we
you
couldn't-
believe?
I can't believe this.
I can't believe LKT is here already.
I know it. It's crazy.
It seems like it was just like a month ago.
I know. And here it is again.
Wait,
Wait a minute. That was that nightmare you had last night. Oh my gosh. LKT, this is September 2023.
oh,
LKT is over. It's not tomorrow.
oh, you're
It
right.
was a nightmare.
Yes,
Yay!
yay!
Thank goodness.
Oh, but we have to wait a whole year, and we're still wearing our shirts.
Man.
Oh gosh, darn!
What
I
in the
was
world?
looking forward to it.
Not.
Man, it is gorgeous out here, but we are on a
Yes.
boat.
Well, hey,
and
ladies.
Look who we have.
Wow.
Good morning.
Hey.
So we are on the backside of LKT. It's the best time of year. September, October, November on South Padre Island.
Oh,
What a
You are
treat.
right.
it is beautiful,
You are
isn't
right.
it? So look who we found on this
Woo-hoo.
boat just out in the middle of the bay.
Floating around out here.
I know it.
Glenn
Well,
Harrison with Double Mermaid Outdoors.
Woohoo!
Right.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
yeah. Well, it's good to see you, Glenn.
Likewise, it's good to be seen. I'm glad you're out here.
Well, we are too.
Wonderful.
It's
One
a
of the
whole.
benefits of living here is we get to play hooky and we're
Yes.
still
I know
working.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just you don't notice us
No,
because
we're
we
not
are
here,
supposed to be
yeah.
working. But my partner in crime here talked me into coming out this morning. So, but look who we ran into. How
know it.
exciting.
As their fishing guide, I'm going to write them an excuse for work so that
Thank
Perfect,
you.
perfect.
Yeah.
Who could ask for more?
Perfect.
So, Glenn, this is your boat.
it is. It is my 17th boat. It is my first new boat in my entire life.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All
It's
right.
about time.
It is about time.
Well deserved.
That's right.
Because I have to throw this in.
hmm
Not only you have taken your team out on LKT the last
Yes,
2 years,
yes.
as well as sisters. And,
Yes.
And well, you're associated with a whole bunch of different members
Absolutely,
here.
absolutely.
But anyway, an LKT sponsor
Yes.
and a captain at least the last 2 years.
Exactly,
Okay,
exactly. I've done many,
And
many
a sisters
LKTs,
team.
but yeah, the
Yeah.
last couple of years with Team Double Mermaid for
Exactly.
Sisters Interiors, our family business, has
All
been
right.
it's great fun.
Yes, it is. We love it. You know, this was our 42nd year.
It was.
Obviously, you didn't fish the first year because that would make you a little older.
Oh,
but
I'm 54,
you
so
know,
yeah.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, you
that
would have
could
been.
I could have squeaked in.
You
yeah,
might
exactly.
could have still driven a boat. Who knows? So tell us about your business, Double Mermaid.
Well, I get the benefit of first I've been a fishing guide for 38 years.
Wow.
And I've really just cross-branded with our family business with Sisters Interiors to have the Double Mermaid logo, and I always called our Sisters logo the Double Mermaid. And I get the benefit of working on the largest area of contiguous saltwater flats in the world, the lower Laguna Madre. It's not even a bay, it's a hypersaline lagoon. But that's things you get to find out when you fish with me, is I know the history, the background, the biology, and bring it all to fruition on the water with my clients.
So it's not just fishing, which is you're a great guide. It's also learning while you're
Yeah.
out here.
And the thing you have to remember is most of the people that I get to fish with, they're vacationers, they're out-of-staters or out-of-towners, and they just want a day on the water. You forget how much pleasure just seeing a dolphin brings, or seeing a rocket at SpaceX, which
Right.
is incredible. Sometimes even just stopping fishing, even though we're catching fish, and taking them over to Barracuda Cove to go onto a private beach.
Right.
Or if they've never been in the Gulf of Mexico before, just taking the boat out of the jetties and look, you're in the Gulf of Mexico,
Right.
and Mexico is only just a couple miles down the road right there. And it's an exotic thing. And then, oh, by the way, you get some of the best speckled trout, redfish, flounder, snook, tarpon fishing in the United States. It's incredible.
Yes, it is. So if you are visiting here, or even if you're a resident, he's right, just being out on the water. And I think it's great that you're willing to just pull the poles in once in a while and just take a nice little cruise and show them things they haven't seen.
Yeah.
So that is perfect for me.
Well,
I love that.
And you'll even, if I'm mistaken, let's hope I'm not saying this on camera and I'm wrong, if somebody doesn't really want to fish, you'll actually do just a bay tour.
I do a ton of
Won't you?
fireworks,
With-
ton of
yeah,
a ton of
and-
fireworks trips, a ton of evening sunset
Yeah.
cruises. Might be a little wine and beer involved.
Oh,
We do.
no, I hate to hear that.
I do birding tours. I also run duck hunts during the upcoming season, November through January. But I do a lot of birding tours. My degree is in natural resources management from Texas A&M, and so I'm kind of a bird nerd, and I love taking people up to be able to see the flora and fauna of the lower Laguna Madre. It's
Wonderful.
there's
I love that.
a lot of species that occur here that just very infrequently or do not occur elsewhere in the United
That's
States,
right.
as you all
Yeah.
well know.
Oh, yeah.
Right, especially during migration, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
just starting, I think, to begin. So
Yeah.
that's exciting.
So
I
basically,
love that.
if it takes place on the water, I do it.
Right, and you know all the birds,
Yeah.
and you know. So yeah, that's perfect.
It is. And people don't realize, because I remember the very first time that I went out on the bay 25 years ago, that what this island looks like driving up and down the streets versus the water,
Yes.
it looks like you're not even in the same place.
No,
The
it's-
beauty out here is just breathtaking.
It is
Right.
pretty transcendent.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is just.
So when you take someone out fishing, do you have favorite places that you take them to, or does it depend on what they want to catch? Or
One of the things I always talk about being a captain or a guide versus a waterman. A waterman is someone who spent so much time. You kind of inherently understand the tides, the weather, where it positions the bait here on the lower Laguna, and where you need to be. So yes, there are quote unquote spots, but it's the why those spots are good at certain
Okay.
times. And it really, to me, it's always more areas and how tide flow affects the color of the water. There's so many little factors that go into the magic sauce of what looks like you're just fishing in just open water. Like why here? And I try and explain that to clients too. It's like here, like 20 feet over is a different thing, but over here, and I look at water as different pieces. As though you could take one and move it over here and move it over here, and different temperatures, salinities, clarity, bait content, tide flow, and it all adds up to let's start here.
right. Okay. Well, that's incredible that you are that knowledgeable, that you have all of that experience and education, and can just share so much more than just throwing a pole in the water.
Good morning. Nothing like live video to
There you go.
have a helicopter go over.
Is that our? Oh, that's not our red line helicopter, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
Well,
Well.
that was Coast Guard, wasn't it?
And I think it was police actually.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Uh oh. Get
Yeah,
the
I
handcuffs
know.
out.
He said when he answered
If
the phone.
well, if we get caught,
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
you're
Partner in
deaf and I
crime.
don't speak English, so you don't have to worry about us.
That's right.
And he doesn't
You
either.
on the other side. Oh, you didn't get
Yeah.
one.
And we were never here.
There you
And
go.
we were
That's
never
right.
here.
So,
Exactly.
do you want to talk about your duck hunting, or are we just talking about fishing today?
Either way. So starting in November, I do a lot of cast and blast trips. You get to fish for a couple hours, and then we'll go sit down and hunt ducks.
Oh, okay.
We winter about 750,000 redheads, and to you duck hunters, that's what that means. To you birders, it means a spectacular chance to see a species migrate down here in mass.
Okay.
A lot of pintails, some widgeon, some teal. Because it is hypersaline, we don't get a lot of the puddle ducks, and that's why I kind of try and incorporate some fishing with the duck hunting at the same time. The really cool thing about down here is everyone associates duck hunting with being cold, and on occasion throughout the season, you absolutely will be quote unquote cold, but you're not Nebraska cold,
Right.
and you're not Wisconsin cold, and most of the times, yeah, the cold
Chipping
fronts,
through the ice.
yeah, the cold fronts just don't stay angry long.
Right.
And you may be hunting in weather like this, which,
Right.
you know, today's hot, but
Yeah.
but it may
Oh,
be 65, 70 degrees, and you're
beautiful.
hunting in booties instead of waders, and
Right.
it's delightful.
Yes, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Dang, Diane, I want to go.
I do too.
I want to take one of these trips, and
know.
you can fish. I'll just listen to him tell me about all the birds and the flora and fauna.
You know, maybe we need to do that. A staff.
Yes,
Outing?
Retreat
there we go.
day.
There we go.
As they say in Tombstone, say when.
Yes, there you go.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, Glenn, is there anything else you want to share with those that are watching and
You can find me on Facebook, Double Mermaid Outdoors, or you can reach me at 956-254-0179. Let's go catch a fish or hunt a duck.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, Glenn's a great guy. Really like him. He's a lot of fun, very smart, lots of knowledge. So I don't think you could pick a better one.
Well, thank you all for taking the time to be with me this morning. I truly appreciate it.
Well, we're glad to be here. All right, Glenn.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later. We'll drive the boat over. You just swim back and we'll catch up with you.
Have it home by 10, girls.
There you go.